I'm gonna share with you how I gained 1 million followers on Instagram in the last 12 months and simultaneously got people like Kris Jenner, Shaquille O'Neal, Joe Budden, and many others to follow me in the process. I did so by using these 3 key pillars: your offer, your content, and your amplification. Let's get into it. And by the way, I'm Justin P., owner of The Last eCom Company, where we help Shopify brand owners doing at least 10K a month in sales scale to $1 million a month and beyond, like we've been able to do with our brand Support Black Colleges. And I'm actually in the process of exiting right now. So let's get into the 3 pillars. Your first pillar is your offer. And your offer is super important because that's what you're gonna build your content around. And that's also what you're gonna be selling to your audience. Now, this isn't a video about offer creation. I'll save that for another video. But moral of the story is your offer needs to provide value to your customer and also needs to have high leverage. And if you can't choose between value and leverage, then I suggest that you just pick something. I see far too many entrepreneurs never pick anything, so they're never able to get any traction. They do one thing for 6 months, they don't see success, they stop, and they put themselves in what I call the liability loop, where you see something that's dope, you get excited about it, you try it out for 6 months, you don't find success, then you see something else, you get excited about that, you try it, you don't find success, and you keep staying in that continuous path. So moral of the story is you just need to pick something. And if you can't land on something, I would ask myself this: what thing do I do that I feel can help the most people in the marketplace? And here's a little sidebar. If you're waiting on the perfect time, then I can promise you, you'll be waiting forever. And if you're somebody that says, I have to do this perfect, then you're really giving yourself an excuse, because what I found is that perfection is just procrastination in a suit. You're dressing up your procrastination, trying to make yourself feel better by presenting it as perfection, when it's just not true. So look at what you do best and ask your like-minded friends and family what they think you do best as well. And you might be surprised that the things that you think you do best might not be what other people see in you, because it's very difficult to read the label from inside the bottle. Now, the second pillar is content. And my content strategy is very simple. I give away all my best information for free. The reason I do that is because it builds trust in the marketplace, it positions you as the authority, and it makes people interested in what your paid content might be like. Because if your free stuff is better than their paid stuff, then people will be begging you to see what's inside of your paid content because you gave away your best stuff for free. So I actually like to give away the tactics for free, but charge for the implementation as well as the access and the information being packaged in a way that can get someone a desired transformation from A to Z. Because information is valuable, but information is also a commodity. There's information on YouTube, Google, Pinterest, all of your favorite platforms. But look what happens when we get too much information at one time. We either get confused or we get overwhelmed. And what does a confused mind do? They do nothing. So if you have information that's packaged in a way that it can get a desired transformation for your customer, that's when information actually becomes valuable. Now, I want to break down what I call the content framework. And my content framework goes like this: I have a hook, I have my value, and I have my call to action. And a hook is a catchy phrase that grabs your desired customer's attention. Here's an example of one of mine.
Free supplier to start your sneaker company.
And value, as it relates to my content strategy, is teaching your customers something that will get them closer to their desired outcome. Here's an example of some of my value.
A free supplier to start your sneaker company is mychonley or mychonley.com.
And lastly, you have your call to action, which is calling your desired client to action to take advantage of your offers. Like if you're a Shopify brand owner doing at least 10K a month in sales and you want to have my team that has done over $20 million online review your store and build out a scaling roadmap with you, click the link below and book a call with my team. Within the content framework, there's actually 5 different content pillars that I like to base my content around. Those pillars are brand, celebrity, current events, unique value, and resources. My content strategy for brand, celebrity, and current events is to latch onto these popular topics so that we can gain eyeballs by talking about something that is popular right now, but we do it in a way that makes sense for our business. For your unique value, in an ideal world, it would be something that everyone needs, that no one is teaching, that is infinitely available to you. Let me give you a quick example. I'm in the e-commerce space, and I noticed that a lot of people were gatekeeping manufacturers. Everyone in e-commerce e-commerce needs manufacturers. So I chose to go with manufacturers because it's infinitely available to me because I'm in the space. No one is teaching it because they want to gatekeep it, and it's something that everyone in my space needs. And lastly, you have resources, which are simple. Maybe it's software or websites that your clients can use to make their journey a little bit more easy. But I do think that it's important to separate physical product businesses from digital product businesses. So for a physical product business, my strategy is simple. I want to use my social media and make it a hub for my desired customer to come and get educated or entertained. And once I build that following of hundreds of thousands of people in one location, now I can easily sell to that audience because they're right there and they're interested in what I have. And for digital product businesses, maybe a personal brand, I give resources, tips, tricks, and hacks, giving my best information away for free, like we spoke about earlier. And for our third pillar, we have amplification. How do we amplify our content so that people will buy our offer and see it? There's no fun in being the best kept secret. My first trick is to be consistent. The reason I say that is because consistency is the only cheat code. A lot of people wonder how you can become a success overnight when typically it takes 10 years in the making for that overnight success. You cannot cheat consistency. That's something that everyone is going to have to do. And my second mode of amplification is using what I call OPA, or other people's audiences. I learned this from a friend named Ty when he was showing me how we can use Instagram influencers and TikTok influencers to blow up our business because they already have a huge following. So we don't need to even build the following if we have a little bit of money that we can exchange with them. And for anyone who's wondering, these shout out pages can typically range from $5 all the way up to $7,500 and beyond. And here's a few examples of shout out pages that I've personally used in my business. Some of my favorite are Black Wealth Crew, Hollywood Unlocked, Spiritual Word, and The Shade Room. But it's very important that when you use other people's audiences, that you make content that is contextual to the actual platform that you're going to be using. So content that you put on The Shade Room is going to look a little bit different from content that you put on Wealth. And if you're wondering how you can audit some of these pages because you don't want to waste money, especially when you're a new business owner, every penny has got to work like a dollar. I use websites like Hype Auditor and Social Blade to vet these influencers out to make sure that they actually have some real engagement. Quick secret hack for you. Go to your favorite influencer's Instagram and go to their tagged photos. Then check out all of the pages that are already tagging them. You can use the pages that they're already spending money with and let them spend the money to verify that that's a good page, and you can just reap the benefits from it. So that way you don't have to waste your money testing. And for the content you're gonna post on these shout out pages, I recommend that if you're staying consistent in your content posting, you will naturally see some pieces perform better than your typical piece of content. So use your best performing organic content to amplify to other people's audiences. And really quickly, let me just apologize in advance. I did clickbait you.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So as you may be thinking, yes, I do run shout out pages in my business as well as paid advertising, but that only accounted for 35% of my growth within the last 12 months. So you can do the math on your own to figure out how many followers that I gained organically using these tactics. But nonetheless, this play works if you work it. And if you stay with me until the end of the video, I hope that you got some value because you gave me two things that are extremely valuable to me, which is your time and your attention. So if you can just give me one more thing, it would be a click on the like and the subscribe button so that YouTube shares this with somebody who really needs it. And if you're a Shopify brand owner doing at least 10K a month, looking to scale to $1 million a month and beyond, go ahead and click the link below and schedule a call with my team, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.